So here's another tour of my rat cage. I just put the boys in here. I just finished setting it up a few moments ago, so you can watch them explore everything. But starting with the back corner here, we have a litter box. I have it in both back corners. I always have it in the back corner because before I started using the litter boxes, I noticed that that's where they would use the bathroom. I was always cleaning up poop from the back corners of the cage. So now I have litter boxes back there. Some toys. I kept this bridge. I replaced the blanket that was on top of it, but I basically kept it the same otherwise. They seem to really like going underneath it and on top of it. And then here's a little mat. It's double-sided, has little paw prints on one side. And those like superhero words, I don't know what they're called. I'm sure there's a name for it. But Mom made that a long time ago. I think it was a dog bed. But you can see there's this bridge here that's going up to this metal box thing. Not exactly sure what that is. I got it from one of my mom's friends who does a lot of thrift store shopping. She gave that to me. Here is a plastic bin with a blanket inside for bedding, just kind of something that they can hang out in. And then there's this level up here with a food dish in the back. This little tunnel thing. And there's Oswald eating there. That used to be a hanging plant basket. The lava ledge. Going over here, so there's Bolt. On top of this basket, this metal basket thing, I have this little bed. There's this bridge here and a hammock over here. So from here where Oswald was eating, they can go onto this hammock, which is just a folded towel. And then there's this ledge, an upside down locker shelf. I removed one of the legs, otherwise it was in the way. There's William down here. Hey William. And then back here is whatever that thing is. I don't know. I found it at Goodwill. Just have a towel on top of it so that their little feet don't get hurt on that wiring. And there's Calcifer. So here's another locker shelf, upside down locker shelf, acting as another ledge. All right, here we have the tunnel. And then here's the rope bridge. It's Oswald eating more food. Here's that ball. I kept the paper for stuffing inside of theirs. Oswald really liked pulling it out of there. There were some mornings I'd wake up and all of the stuffing was out of it. I'd find the stuffing, put it back in, and then I would give him something new to do all over again. He probably didn't appreciate me taking his bedding away from where he had put it, but that's alright. Gives him something to do. Hey William. So I kept this basket here. Oswald really enjoyed sleeping in this basket. He found his way between, I don't know where this opens up. He found his way between this towel, it's just a towel that's in there, and he was sleeping inside of it, and that's where I would find him most of the time. Here's another lava ledge. And then up here is another shelf with a litter box in that corner. So like I said, they commonly go to the bathroom in the back corner of the cage. So there's one there. There's this lizard lounger. It connects to that locker basket. There's Calcifer. Here's a uncooked pasta noodle. So above this lizard lounger, up over this way is another shelf. And I have this upside down basket. They liked it in the previous setup, so I decided to keep it. I put it higher up because rats do tend to enjoy being up higher. And I had this down below before. And there's a litter box in this corner. And then over here is a bucket with an old t-shirt inside of there. And I have this basket. Both of these baskets, this one and that one, and actually the one that Oswald is in right now. So those three baskets they all came from my mom's friend who does the thrift store shopping. So she got them for really cheap. There's Bolt. Saying hello. So a lot of thrift store stuff and Goodwill, that kind of stuff, it comes in, it actually works a lot better than most dollar store items. A lot of people enjoy going to the dollar store to get things to fill their rat cage, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I actually prefer finding stuff from Goodwill or something like that, because you can still get it for really cheap, but it's usually much better quality. And then lava ledges. I'm only using 4 of my 6 lava ledges because most of my lava ledges aren't good unless I have it on top of this here for support. Otherwise they just wobble. I mean, this here is stopping it from wobbling as much as it would wobble, and because of the setup that I have right now, it didn't make sense to use as many lava ledges on this type of surface. So I have this lava ledge here, and then this lava ledge. There's this lava ledge on this door, and this lava ledge here on the side. Here's Bolt again. And then there's their bowl of water. I was going to close the cage door and kind of show you where it sits when I close it, but I'm just going to give one last overview of the cage while it's open, and then I'll close the doors and show you how it looks with all the doors closed. There's Calcifer back there. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this dig basket in this cage tour. I always miss something in my cage tours. I'm not too worried about it. There's a lot of stuff in my cages. There's a lot to cover. So there's always something that I end up missing that I realize afterwards. That's alright. There's Bolt. Okay, so these doors don't really want to stay closed. Probably the bowl of water is trying to push it open. But, okay, so when the water door is closed, it sits near that ledge there, so they could stand on there and drink water if they wanted. The rest of the doors aren't really cooperating with me trying to close them. So let's do the best that I can with showing you with what it looks like when everything is closed. Okay, I guess that's the end of the cage tour, and I'll see you guys next time.